So what did we find out? Where's the most honest countries? You already said Sweden, right?
Yeah, so Switzerland.
Or Switzerland?
Yeah, so the focus of our study was actually not really to determine which country was most honest and which country was least honest, but rather how people respond to the financial incentive to steal.
Mm.
So our main manipulation in the experiment was simply how much money there is in the wallet. And so as economists, we thought, well, the more money in the wallet, the less likely people are to return it. When we ask experts, they said the same thing. When we ask lay people, they said the same thing. So everyone kind of expected that people would be less honest if there was a higher temptation to be dishonest. And what we found it was the exact opposite. And it all started in Finland, where we did this pilot study, where we already observed this phenomenon, and we thought, well, that's kind of odd. so we then moved on, went to the UK and Poland and Germany, just to have like a few other countries that differed quite dramatically in their cultural context and also corruption and wealth of their citizens. And everywhere we went, basically, we found these results. So in the end, out of the 40 countries, we found this effect to be robust to emerge in 38 out of these 40 countries. And not in these two other countries, I don't remember now exactly which ones these were, but there the decrease was basically zero, very small and not statistically significant. So we found some global phenomenon that was kind of tough to explain, but this is exactly what science is about. It's boring when you kind of just confirm your priors. It's much more
Right.
fascinating when you're surprised by the result, and then you need to explain why this is the case.
So maybe if there's more, well, maybe first off, what kind of money are we talking about? Like in U.S. current, was every country kind of like based on scaled to their
Exactly. Yeah, we adjusted the cash amounts using what we call a purchasing based on purchasing power parity. So to for lay people, think about the how much a Big Mac costs in the US compared to, let's say, Switzerland. And so basically we adjusted the monetary amounts according to that. And so we had three main conditions, one with no money, but all the other things like a key and grocery list and business cards and so on. Then we had a small cash condition with about $14. And then we have a high stakes condition with almost $100. So because we really wanted to know, so I mean, $100 is really tempting. No one observes you. Like you could easily hide what you're doing. No one expects you maybe to return it, and so we really wanted to tempt people to keep the cash and not return the wallet.
and just for to clarify, what else was in? So there was three coins, and then there was there keys?
Yeah, so the idea of the key, so it's kind of yeah, twofold. So one is we just wanted to make the wallets valuable also in the condition where there wasn't any money. So if you think about the wallet that doesn't have money, we couldn't, like, we didn't employ credit cards or other things like a driver's license. Because I mean, first of all, like how do you get driver's licenses for all these countries? And second of all, like you don't want to
If
fake,
anyone could have
you
pulled it
know.
off, it would have been you.
So you don't want to get into legal troubles faking driver's licenses across the globe. So we needed something that is kind of like that signals, hey, there's some value for the own to the owner.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we
So
use keys. Yeah.
someone's not getting in their house today if they don't get
Yeah,
this
and you're
wallet back.
worried that
Right,
someone might, I don't know, maybe break in with
right.
using the key and so on. And the other thing that we did with the key, it's actually provided us with nice manipulation, because what we could do is just remove the key and see what happens. And that allowed us to actually to isolate the particular psychological motivation, namely altruism. because
Mm-hmm.
the key, it's basically for the person who finds the wallet or brings it back, or like turns it in. The key is basically useless. If you don't know what the key is good for or is used for, I mean, what do you want to do with it? But you know that it creates harm to the person who owns the wallet, because they're going to search for the key. They're going to be worried that someone's going to enter their home and so on. So this is a situation where you don't have a personal financial incentive or temptation to take it, but you know that if you don't do the right thing, then you're gonna harm someone else. And that allowed us to isolate the pure effect of altruism on the likelihood of returning a lost wallet.